Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the 7th episode of Mahoutsukai Precure. And sorry about that. Last episode we actually had a new teacher, Liz herself, who was actually Rico's sister, and they had some issues between them, but we got them kind of resolved by the end of the episode. We made these little items out of water, and we included like an ice pendant, which was quite nice, and everything just kind of worked out. So, and we also, I think, utilized the Aquamarine as part of our attack, which is good. And this episode, I'm not quite sure what we're gonna do. The very first frame is Midai just kind of like this. I guess she's about to blow on something. I'm not quite sure what she's doing, honestly, but I guess we'll find out together, won't we? Well, you already know, but I will find out, and you will be together with me as I find out. I think that's what I meant to say. So let's watch it. 3, 2, 1, play. Okay. I was wrong. She was not blowing. She was yelling. That makes more sense, I guess. Poor Mofu. So we just like lost. Who are we talking to? Fish? Oh, is that a mermaid? We have a teacher as a mermaid. Wow. Guest speaker mermaid. So how do I go to this class again? Yeah, and even if you didn't, you can see it right in front of you. We have Mermaid Sensei. And I thought Liz Sensei was a good teacher. We just keep going up, don't we? Yeah, in the opening it seems like Hachan was her name, something like that. Our baby is just like, flying around. But so far in the show, its most has been like hid away, right? Only coming out when it wants something. Will we get to a point where it just kind of floats around us, hangs out like Mofu does? I'm just in general curious what role that little baby will have. Careful. Yeah, I was gonna look at that before, wasn't I? The different forms of her. I forgot to do that. And I think that's the baby switching forms too, right there. Still a great opening. Mermaid Village. And Sapphire. Sapphire. Okay, now we're talking. This is an episode. Let's go. You have my attention fully and completely. Are you... I think you're fine. I understand, though. I would be worried, too. But, it's hard to have faith in that. I mean, just because somebody casually tells you you'll be fine if you breathe underwater, it's still a hard thing to actually do that and trust that. But yeah, it's legit. Wow. This is a wonderful village, actually. It's almost like the lost city of Atlantis, just more villagey and less big city. Villagers, hello. You want to come out and play? Are we allowed to feed the mermaids? I mean, why would you when you have such a wonderful village? Are mermaids not scary? You mean the sapphire? Or do you just mean friendship? Like, I'm asking if it's a literal treasure or not. That's a huge oyster. I see. You could try. I feel like we get a big range of different voices here. Some of them are crying, some is yawning. None of it is all that angelic, though. It's like being in a school, you know, singing class, which I guess that's literally kind of what it was. Oh, don't play with the crab. Oh, that's really cute, but don't chase it. It might pinch you. Tongue twisters. I never actually heard of that one. I thought we were gonna get the Basugasu Bakuhatsu one, but I guess not. I want you to talk to this clam. Good luck, ladies. She just said talk to it, not pry it open. No wonder you're in remedial lessons. Who dare has the gall to laugh at me? Use your words, not violence. Of course, that's how she says it. It'd work on me. Wow. I'm sure it will go well for me and I, though. Since she's nice. I don't think that's how to do it. Just ask it nicely. This is a weird exercise. Almost like the one class where you would take care of an egg, you know, like it's a baby, but with a clam instead. And of course, they already have a baby, so. Yeah, Hachan was his name. I thought it was right. Can you even digest it? And those little mermaids from earlier. You can come out and say hi. We don't bite. Take a bite of it and swallow. Oh no. Don't use magic on it. You're just gonna make a mess. Or how do you go from juice to fireworks? But I got their attention. Oh no, she spotted us. Come on out. Yeah, don't ask me how that works underwater. It was supposed to be juice, but they're little mermaids. Not like the movie. Cece, Nancy, Dorothy. Well, where are they then? Are they hiding? Like you were? We're good people, don't worry. We would not bully you. I think they do. We're gonna make the peel. I was gonna ask that question, but she was way ahead of me. Are you gonna do it instead? Yeah, there's some great magic for you. An octopus looked fairly upset. Wow, he just started a straight-up dance party with Under the Sea creatures. Maybe this is Little Mermaid. Not really. The non-magic world was kind of lame. This place is way better. She was quite the brave girl. Yeah, because she wouldn't have met Mirai otherwise. Yes, as crazy as that sounds. No flirting in front of strangers, you two. I'm sure you're right. There's still a lot of episodes left. Although, I mean, isn't there kind of a limit to how far a mermaid can go? Because they don't have legs? Sapphire? Sapphire? That's not a sapphire. That's an evil air. It's only a matter of time. It's not. That's a good point, though. Yeah, of course he would go to the sea. He's a turtle. I can't. Oh. Oh, I guess it makes sense. It might be inside of a clam. Did anybody invite you? June, that was her name. Yep, she was part of the group. The violent one. Were they the ones that laughed at her earlier? The sapphire is definitely in that thing's mouth. Wow. They're flying. I never saw that before. I guess you could travel anywhere then. Guess that's the power of the sapphire. Or whatever's in there. I kind of do as well. It's only a matter of time before the bad guy attacks, though. Hope you guys are ready. And there he is. Trying to look all tough. Making it very clear to anyone who sees him that he's a bad guy. We are in our second half. That's usually when things escalate. Did he just do the superhero landing there? Yeah, we got trouble, guys. We made some precures to help us deal with this. Yeah, I feel much better now. I'm glad you're here, June. Imagine being able to hug a little mermaid. Or like two at once. June. Yeah, she's a precure. And she's with Rico, who is also a precure, so there's no need to worry. You're in the best of hands. Yeah, the fish are a little bit worried, understandably. Well, yeah, where there's Linklestones, there's us. Much like you. Is he gonna make a giant fish monster? Okay. I mean, seaweed as arms doesn't seem that dangerous, actually. Okay. Did you forget the words? Oh no. Yeah, we need him, don't we? Mofu, come back here! I mean, he was part of the June hug. I just kind of assumed he came with us. Well, we're in trouble now. Can we, like... do it a different way? Like maybe we could just maybe we could borrow somebody else's stuffed animal? Yeah, you need to get over there, Mofu. They kind of need the help. But of course, they don't understand Mofu's rules, so they're not being helpful. You leave this village alone. This is a nice place, and you're just ruining it. They already think outsiders are dangerous, and you're kind of proving that point. There we go. Kind of like episode 1. Just telling him to leave. She can try, although I think Mirai could do a better job. I heard her shout earlier. Yeah, get over there, please. You two never should have separated. I bet those clams will open their mouth after this is all over. Yeah, who do you think she is? Of course, she's fine. And now she's extra fine. Nobody can do anything. And they opened! Sooner than I thought. Wow. Something's happening. Is that the glimmering that was mentioned earlier? Okay, does everyone have like a tiny piece of the sapphire? Is that what's happening? That'd be cool. I know, there it is. But he said he smelled it before it came out of that. I don't know. I'm not gonna overthink it. Let's just watch it. Gentle feelings. Okay. And here we go. We're getting our sapphire transformation. I've been dreaming of this day for forever. I'm just gonna watch this intently, don't mind me. And now we have our sapphire precures. And I gotta say, it looked pretty good, especially Rico. No. You always think that and you're always wrong. Yeah, you're done for now, Clam. Well, yeah, they did say about the mermaid's flying and stuff, and it's gotta be the same power, so... Makes sense. Oh, yeah, I can't touch this. Yeah, they have become the mermaids. The shimmering mermaids. Just taunting this thing. Can't get us, we know it. Yeah, show this thing what's what. Yeah, he is in so much trouble. No, it's over, trust me. We're just prolonging the inevitable. Can we double kick it? Oh no, it's time to blast it. Once you break out the wands, it's over. I almost wish there was a third Precure so they could have used jump rope, you know? Yeah, the blue sparkles, they are very, very pretty. And hand holding intensifies. Oh wow, that is huge. Yeah, I think you're dead, man. You are so dead. But man, that is gorgeous. Are you regretting your decisions yet? Just supernova. Fast for a turtle. Well, mission accomplished. Yeah, I mean, they used it, so... And they used it to save them. So I think it's a good decision to give it to them. I'm glad they noticed the hand-holding. That is the most important thing. Oh, they're cute. You want to find someone to hold hands with as well? A good point. Already made some other world friends. Outside world friends. I don't know. We were looking in the wrong direction. We didn't notice anything. Did anything happen? And there's the clams that are open now. Yeah, you open up your mouth for a Precure. That's just common sense. And pass. You don't know the half of it. Now we gotta get our clams open. That actually sounded kind of weird. Never mind. I kind of regret saying that now, but let's just forget that. Just gonna drink my water. You never appreciate how important Mofu was until he's gone. But without him, yeah, we can't transform, so... Just straight up using their brooms as like guitars. I really do appreciate all the just hand-holding, forehead touching, everything in this show. Okay, that was that. So, that was the 7th episode of Mahoutsukai Precure. And this episode, we decided to go down to the land under the sea, where we met mermaids. So, as far as new settings go for an episode, it doesn't get much better than a mermaid village with a bunch of cute mermaids. I mean, it's kind of hard to go up from that, if I'm being honest. And the mermaids themselves do seem to be a little bit cut off from the outside world, like they're not exactly used to interacting with people outside of the sea, the ocean, kind of are a little bit wary of them. But it seems like having some nice outsiders like Riko and Mirai come by helped a lot, at least for those three in particular. And that's enough. That's enough for now. Our actual assignment down here was to get clams to open up their mouths, which, sure, why not? You know, using only your voice, although apparently those instructions went through one ear and out the other with June because she was just trying to pry that thing open. But no, that's not how you're supposed to do it. It defeats the purpose entirely. Although Riko wasn't much better, being just like demanding for the thing to open its mouth, and of course that's how Riko does it. Like, it makes too much sense. I actually expected a little bit better from Mirai in that regard, but she really wasn't that much better. But in the end, we opened it up anyway because, you know, we're Precures, we're amazing, we're helpful, so naturally the clams would open up their mouths for that. We did find out that apparently mermaids sometimes fly. That was quite a surprise, but I guess that's just connected to the sapphire magic. Right, so that's why they were able to fly when they used it to transform. The glimmering mermaids. They became the glimmering mermaids, which should be a life goal for anyone really. So that was pretty much the episode. Yeah, we had our turtle friend, or our turtle not friend, attack, and we defeated him. He made like a big old clam with seaweed arms, but really wasn't that dangerous of an enemy at all, really. We took care of it pretty easily after we transformed. Of course, there was a little bit of a scare with Mofu being too far away, but we eventually met back up. We used the sapphire to transform. We got to see our beautiful sapphire transformation sequence, and we were able to just swing him around and eventually blast him out of existence. So, job well done on that front. You know, it's too bad June didn't know about the magical girl thing because, yeah, she was the one that was with Mofu because when she was hugging the two little mermaids, she was also hugging Mofu. I noticed that at the time. Yeah, I didn't quite make the connection that Mofu was there and not with them, and that was a problem. I didn't realize that until they commented on it, but once they commented on it, I remembered, oh yeah, Mofu was with June. Maybe we should fix that. But, yeah, eventually he caught back up. And man, yeah, especially when they got their lingo sticks out ready for the big old blast of power, like that just huge blue magic circle thing they were standing on. That was quite splendid, quite fantastic, and there was probably a lot of power behind that. So that clam never stood a chance. Never stood a chance. Yeah, that thing is huge. Wow. And yeah, I like how the three, you know, mermaids were so excited by the end of it. Like, wow, we want to go out and make new friends too. It's like we're already friends, and just it was all so warm and heartfelt and wholesome. I just wanted to hug every mermaid in the show. In this episode, I mean, we didn't really meet most of the mermaids, but the ones we did meet were all ones I would like to hug. I think that's safe to say. So, yeah, very creative setting for an episode for sure. An underwater mermaid village. I quite appreciated that about it. I quite like the three little mermaids that we've met in the episode, as well as the mermaid teacher. Actually getting to see the sapphire was great because I've been talking about that for a while. So getting to actually experience that was obviously added a lot to the episode as well. And now we have an extra sapphire in our arsenal. And every time the enemy thinks it's the emerald, and it never is. You'd think eventually they would catch on, and their attitude would shift a bit into something like, hey, I got a signal of a legal stone. It's probably not the emerald, but it could be, so I gotta check it out. And, you know, I guess I'll just do that. But they like expect it to be the emerald every time. But at this point, realistically, you would stop expecting it to be the emerald. You would still go because there's always that chance, right? And you probably still don't want the Precures to get any stone, really. Even if the emerald's a priority, you probably still want to prevent them from getting as many of them as you can because they obviously get stronger every time they get it. So even if the emerald's the focus, you go even if it's not the emerald. Although, I mean, how much value do the stones have to anyone that's not a Precure? Probably not a lot, but clearly the emerald has value because they're trying to get it, so I imagine they would have some use for the other Linkle stones, but I don't know. Again, I don't quite get the exact mechanics of the Linkle stones, but if I was the anime, I would try to get all those I could instead of just focused on the emerald, especially because the emerald's obviously going to take its sweet time showing itself. I think that's going to be a pretty late game, honestly. And even the bad guy in this episode seemed to be aware that they're getting new powers and stuff, and they should want to prevent that, if nothing else. And I mean, I guess they are technically still trying to get it, because after he realizes it's not the emerald, it's not as if he just leaves, right? He still does what he would do normally. So I guess not really that big of a deal either way. But yeah, this was a fun episode. I quite liked it. And I wonder what we'll do next. Since I didn't watch the preview, I have no idea. So I guess I'll just find out next time. Thank you for watching. And a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.